Hello there and welcome, Adita Lang. And in the next 60 minutes, I'm going to combine an array of yoga postures, some stretching and flexibility, and mindfulness activities to bring you into a centered feeling of bliss. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Well, welcome everybody. Hopefully you have a mat that you can lay down onto the floor. And I know that everybody here has different fitness levels. So this class is basically geared to all of your fitness levels to hopefully recharge your mind and your body. So literally, let's just start with both feet out and roll your shoulders up, back, and around. It's like a giant circle. And the bigger the circle, the more the shoulder massage kicks in. So just really think about that. Large circles up and back. Now in today's class, we're going to combine some yoga movements and some mindfulness type activities as well. So just be prepared. We'll do a little bit of everything, but I'm going to leave you hopefully feeling great for the rest of the day. One more time here. Now hold the shoulders down. Bring the arms what we call heart center. And I want you to close your eyes and focus on your breath for a moment. So if your feet don't feel comfortable apart, you can bring them together. Just a small bend in the knees. And listen to your breath for a moment. This is going to give us a really good perspective of where we're at before class, and then we'll figure out the same after class. Now, on your next inhalation, I want you to slowly, and I'll count, we're going to inhale through a count of 4. So let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath again for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold your breath one last time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Listen to the breath and slowly open the eyes, bringing your feet together. Now, in your room, your mat could be straight out towards me. Mine is sideways so that you can see the side of my body. So I'm going to move to the edge and let's inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, bend both knees. They're about hip distance apart. Press your tailbone back and sit in an imaginary chair looking straight down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back down. Hold here. And I want you to think of the breathing exercise we just did. Some of you were able to hold your breath and maintain the breathing, the length of the breathing. Inhale up. Exhale back down. And some of you maybe struggled with it, and that's okay. But it's a good indication of if we feel like we're calm or maybe we have a lot going on. Now bring yourself back up again. Exhale down. Hold here. Now work your way down so you can bring your hands in front of you so you can step your legs back. And you come to what's called tabletop. Simply round your back here and then let your back go down. And again, inhale up and exhale down. One more time, deep breath. Exhale. Now curl your toes under and press your tailbone back and push back with your hands. Push, 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 push all the way back and slowly come back down. And again, deep breath and exhale, press back, push with the fingertips, tailbone back and bring yourself down. One more time, big deep breath and exhale, press back and come right back down. Holding here, extending one leg back and the opposite arm forward, looking at the floor. And slowly lift and lower. Taking your time, trying to create stillness with the body. Holding yourself as still as possible and utilizing your breath as you move. One more, and lower down. The other side comes out, and lift and lower. Taking your time so you hold your torso steady. One more. And release down. Now separate your knees and sit back. They call this child's pose. Drop the head and hold. And slowly look up, curling the toes under again. Simply lift the knees up off the ground and walk your hands back. So you bring yourself right back up to standing. Take your time. And now separate your feet wide. Inhale up and exhale to one side. As the arm extends up and over, the same hip presses down, creating length right in the center of the body. Now same arm, inhale and exhale, bending from the hip, reach forward to the corner of the room. Tailbone is back. And come center, other side. Deep breath up and over, pressing the hip down. And hold. And now inhale and reach to the corner and extend the tailbone back, bending from the hip. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath up and over. And inhale, reach to the corner and reach, bend from the hip, tailbone back, pulling in right from the abdominals. And center, other side, deep breath. And exhale and reach, tailbone back. And back to center. Feet together, arms at heart center, closing the eyes once again, and listen to the breath. And as you're listening to the breath, give yourself a physical inventory. Feel what we have just done with our body. Some things tingle, some things may ache, that's okay. Deepen your breath. And open the eyes. Now, keeping the arms at heart center, slowly roll on to your left toe. And now think about lifting the left leg up as much as you can, holding your center. So shoulders are back. Find one spot to focus on and hold. And now slowly bring the foot down. Same thing on the other side. Up on the toe first, roll up. You can feel your left foot. You can feel all the toes grabbing the floor. Chest is up, shoulders are back and down. Set the foot to the ground. Again, roll through the left foot. Now left foot comes up and feel what's happening in your right toes and hold. And set the foot down, other side, roll through the toes and lift up. And set both feet down. Again, coming to the front of your mat, inhale up. Exhale, hands on the thighs, tailbone back. Again, inhale and exhale. Now slowly reach your hands for the floor, step your feet back. Separating the knees once again and taking yourself down to child's pose. And now back to all fours. Keeping the right hand on the floor and the left arm comes up and over as much as you can. Now as your arm extends up, your tailbone should be extending back. And hold. Now lower the arm, same to the other side. Up and over, pressing the tailbone back. And lower, one more time, reach up. And down, other side. And back to center, rounding your back up, deep breath, and exhale, press the back down. And again, round up, and press down. One more, round your back, and press down and hold, sitting back once again. And bring the legs straight over, extending the legs forward. They're about hip distance apart. If you feel like your back is rounding, maybe your hamstrings are very tight, you can roll a towel or your mat underneath you to sit up higher. Now toes pull towards you, sit up tall, and hinging from the hips, simply shift your upper body forward slightly, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Now left hand behind the head, deep breath, and as you exhale, sit up and turn. Leading with the elbow. Now with the left arm, come forward and reach, inhale, and exhale and turn. Again, inhale and exhale and turn. One more, deep breath. Exhale and turn and hold. Chest is tall, shoulders are back and down. And release. The same with the other side. Reach the right arm forward. And now exhale and turn. Lead with your elbow back. And again, inhale and exhale. Deep breath and exhale. One more time, big deep breath. And exhale. And release. So bringing the legs in any way that you want. They can be bent, they could be bent any way you want, they could be extended. And sitting here, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, allow your arms to float down. And that's extra slow. Maybe so slow it's kind of boring, but that's okay. I want you to take your awareness to what you feel in your arms. I can feel my fingertips feel a little heavy and some tingling in my arms. So I want you to think about what you're feeling in your arms as you've slowed them down to move to the floor, even slower. And then right before we touch down, reach the arms back up, deep breath. And exhale, allow them to go even slower. And take your awareness to feeling your arms. I can actually feel a little bit of the blood flow too. Allow them to float down even slower. Sometimes we don't slow down enough in our day, and it's okay. We're going to do this one more time. I'm preparing you. And now reach up, inhale, and exhale. Let them go slow. Listen to your breath at the same time. Feel the arms all the way through the fingertips. And now extend the left leg out, right leg on top. We call this a figure four. Deep breath here, nice and tall, pulling the toes towards you and bending from your hips. So you're keeping your chest up and you're pressing your tailbone back. This creates the stretch in your hamstrings and in your hips. Now knee comes up and turn to the right and release. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Deep breath and exhale. Hold here and release the leg. Same thing with the other side. Crossing the leg over. Deep breath and exhale and hinge. Pull your toes towards you. Tailbone back, chest forward. And now lift and turn to the left. And inhale and exhale. Deep breath. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. And release. Now, sitting the legs again any way you want to, and trying to sit up nice and tall, hands back at heart center, closing the eyes here, and feel yourself lifting up off the ground from your tailbone. Deepening the breathing, listening to the breath. And it's as if there was a string at the top of the head that was pulling you up. Now set your shoulders back and down. Your chest elevates. And as you're breathing, I want you to find a sound anywhere, but the sound that is the furthest away from you. And I want you to place all your focus on that sound, whatever it is. Maybe it's the air conditioning, maybe it's a car, maybe it's my background music, whatever it is. Focus on the sound that's furthest away from you. And so much that my voice actually becomes background. And it's as if the volume of that sound was turned up because you're placing so much focus into it. And try to take apart the sound. So there's usually different pieces or tonalities in a sound. So I want you to find this sound and really break it apart. And now bring yourself back to the sound of your breath. And try to find the sound that is the closest to you. Maybe that is my voice, or maybe that's something else in the room. And listen for that sound and watch how your attention actually turns the volume up for that particular sound. Just noticing. And slowly go back to your breath. And open your eyes. So turning yourself on so you have the sideways view of your mat, whichever way you're turned. Here's what we're going to do. I'd like you to use your left leg as your support and anchor. So holding onto your left leg, pulling in from your center, and feeling your lower back turning under, setting one vertebra at a time on the floor, and use this leg to help counterbalance you so you don't drop on the ground. Now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, come up as if you were going to do a crunch, and then I want you to push your left leg as hard as you can. Press so that it pulls you up off the floor, and then work on sitting up as straight as you can. Let's do that with the other leg. Deep breath and exhale. Set yourself down slow. Use your leg as a counterbalance. Push with the heel and take your time nice and slow, pulling in through your abdominals. And now push through your heel forward. Push, 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 curl up. Allow your leg to help you come up and off the floor. Okay, we're going to stay with this leg. We're just going to work our way down. So work your way down. Now feel your spine touching the ground one piece at a time. So move slow. And then allow your leg to rest. Extending both arms up. So I'd like you to separate your body. Reach your toes as far as you can. Reach your arms as far as you can. Separate your fingers. And then when you exhale, allow everything to just slowly come into place. You'll feel your fingers curl, your toes may fall out. So we're going to do that again. Reach as far as you can. Point your toes, separate your fingers. And then when you exhale, allow everything to just naturally and slowly fall back into place. One more time. Reach out, 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 out. And then allow everything to fall back into place. Reaching up for your left knee, pull the knee into the chest. You can reach underneath. And holding the leg towards your thigh, slowly try to extend the leg. Inhale, and then exhale, without lifting off the thigh. So the thigh stays in one spot. Push through your heel, feel the stretch behind the leg, and exhale. Deep breath. And exhale one more time. And then release. And the same with the other leg. Knee comes into the chest, holding the leg towards the thigh first, and slowly inhale, push through your heel as far as you can go, and then exhale. Deep breath, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale one more time. And release. Now bringing both knees in towards the chest and hold. And taking both arms out to the sides, slowly allow your knees to go to the right. And I want you to think about the left shoulder. So push the left shoulder into the floor. This allows your lower back to release. Keeping your left shoulder down against the floor. Now pull in from your center, legs come up and to the other side. So now the right shoulder stays against the floor no matter what. Hold here. And let's do this one more time. Big deep breath. And exhale. And back up to center. And exhale. And bring yourself back up, slowly allowing both legs to come down to the floor and allowing your hands to come palms up on the ground. Now feel your feet fall wherever they want to fall, and close the eyes once again and simply focus on the sound of the breath. And as you're focusing on the sound of your breath, I want you to envision a little white light in between both eyes and take all of your focus there. So you may feel your eyes wander off. I want you to bring them back to the white light, and it's as if your eyes were cross-eyed, and that's okay. Holding your focus, and when you lose the focus, bring it right back. And slowly allow that white light to open as if it was a movie screen. And you find yourself staring up at the sky. And that little white light was just a cloud coming by. And as you take notice of your surroundings and you're listening to your breath, you can hear that your breath is mimicking the wave of the ocean, coming in and crashing in on the shore, and then rolling out. Keep listening to the breath, and you can envision the wave rolling in and rolling out. At the same time, you can feel your body nice and warm as it lays down on the sand, and you can feel the sun right against your skin, but yet there's a breeze that comes by. And just take a moment to continue to listen to the breath and create this vision in your mind, adding in as many details as you want to. And here's the key. The minute you think of something that does not go along with that vision, I want you to bring yourself back to that vision. The beach, the sand, the ocean. Maybe there's trees blowing in the wind. And deepen the breath Listen to the sound of your breathing and slowly come back to that little white light. And now simply listen to the breath. And lift the left knee back into the chest. Opening the eyes, slowly extend the leg, inhale, and exhale, bend. And reach up. And press down, lowering the leg. The other side, same thing, knee into the chest. Inhale and reach the leg up, feeling the stretch through the hamstrings, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And setting both legs down, feet to the floor, rolling to your side, and coming right back up to seated. Both legs step out, wherever you'd like to place your feet. And maybe if your knees are bent, that's okay. Inhale up. And exhale, lean to the right and give yourself a side stretch, pressing the left hip into the floor. And inhale and exhale. Now hinging from the hips, reach the left arm towards the right foot. Thinking of your tailbone back, the chest is up. And inhale, take yourself to the side first. And exhale and reach to the front. Up and over to the corner. One more time, deep breath up. And release, inhale and exhale and reach. And back to center, other side. Deep breath coming up and over. Press the hip into the floor. Now inhale, reach to the corner, left toes. And again, up and over. And reach to the front. Utilizing your breath. We want to really bring in the oxygen through the muscles. And reach and go. And back to the center. Both legs coming in, hands behind the head. Inhale, and slowly exhale, rotating to the left, leading with the left elbow. And center, right side. And again, center, left side. One last time to the center and to the right. And release. Now let's go back over to all fours. Rounding your back up. And pressing down. Inhale up. And exhale one more time. Deep breath. And exhale. And then slowly just walk your hands back, lifting up, stepping the left leg forward. So you have a 90-degree bend in the knee. Inhale, and as you exhale, simply hinge forward and reach. Now inhale all the way up. And exhale, hinge. Lowering the right hand and extending the left arm up. Deep breath and exhale. And if you wanted to place your hand on your knee, you could do that as well. And now back to center. Inhale. And exhale, hinge. Lowering the left hand to the floor of the knee and extending the left arm up. And reach both arms out. And back up. And release. The same with the other leg. So right leg comes forward. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge forward. This time left arm goes down to the floor of the knee and right arm comes up. Deepening your breathing. And again, inhale, reach forward. Exhale up. Deep breath and exhale. Arm comes down, arm comes up. And one more time, reach forward. Lift up, big deep breath. Exhale. Lowering the left arm, right arm up. And reach back out and come up. Now, curling your back toes under, hand on the thigh, and come up to standing. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, reaching the left arm up and over to the right, pressing the left hip down. And as we did at the very beginning, bending your knees and reach forward. And back up to center. Other side, inhale up. Now bend the knees and reach forward. One more on each side, big deep breath, up and over. And now bend the knees and reach. Center, inhale up. And exhale, bend the knees, reach. And now come center, both hands on the thighs, bending the knees ever so slightly. Now think hips. Tailbone goes under, rounding your back, pulling in from the abdominals. Feel the shoulders separate. And now press the tailbone back and extend the spine as far as you can. And again, round. And press down. Deep breath, round. And press down, tailbone back. One more. Round your back. Now letting go of your hands, allow your spine to pull up and the shoulders to go back and down. And roll them all the way through. A little exaggerated, big circle. Inhale one way, exhale the other. And center. Now both feet coming center. Your feet are about hip distance apart. Shoulders are back. Really thinking perfect posture. And now simply bending the right toes. Hands come to heart center. Finding a focal point, something to stare at. And work on lifting up the knee. And then setting it back down. Stay on one side. Lift up. And press down. Inhale. And exhale, one more. And hold here. So here's your goal. You could have your toes at the floor and push your toes next to the other foot, or you could have your leg up and press against the other leg. Either one works. Shoulders are back and down. Keep your focus and listen to the sound of your breath. Working on placing more weight in your left foot than anything. And slowly release. The same thing on the other side. So start with the toes, shoulders are back and down, and work on lifting the leg and touching down again. And once again, up and down. One more time. Up and down. So now you can bring the foot again against the ankle or up higher on the leg. That's your choice. Deepen your breathing. Keep the shoulders back and down. Hold your focus. This is a great way to give your mind just a time out from the day. And then once you have to start your day again, you'll see things a little clearer. I promise you that. Now both feet come down. Shoulders back and down. Close the eyes again. And just listen to the breath. Full inhale, full exhale. And then slowly start to lengthen your breath. So on your next inhalation, I want you to slowly count as you're inhaling. Try to extend your breath as far as you can. And whenever you reach your exhale, you're going to do the exact same thing and count slowly as you're exhaling. Remember these numbers. And when you get to the next inhalation, let's do the same thing. Trying to beat your score, going a little bit further than the last breath. And the same with the exhalation. And we're going to do this one more time. Inhale and count through the inhalation. And exhale and count through. And back to listening to your breath. Slowly open the eyes. Stepping the right foot out, turning your toes out, and the left leg creating some space, but your left toes are facing me. Right knee is bent, arms go straight out, and hold. Feel your weight balanced on both feet. Now slowly extend forward, reach, deep breath, and as you exhale, set the left arm down, right arm comes up and over. And hold here. And once again, bring yourself right back up. They call this warrior. This time, reach back, deep breath. And as you exhale, setting the arm down onto the thigh, and the left arm comes up and over. And bring yourself right back up to warrior. We're going to do that again. Inhale and reach forward. And exhale, set the left arm down and up and over. Deepen the breath. And on the next exhalation, come right back up. And inhale, reach back. And exhale, bring that arm forward. And on the next exhalation, lift right back up and bring yourself right back to center and turning the feet to the other side. Reach out for warrior. Bending the front knee and balancing your weight on both feet. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale, left arm comes up and over. And on the next exhalation, come back up. And this time, reach back, deep breath, and exhale. Left arm comes down, right arm up and over. Creating length all the way down the side of the body. And as you exhale, lift right back up to warrior. And inhale, reach forward. And exhale, reach up and over. And on the next exhalation, back to center. And slowly reverse, deep breath. And exhale, right arm comes over. And back up to center. Now this time, step to the edge of your mat. Inhale here, exhale up. And slowly sit down, tailbone goes back and hold. Now extend the left arm forward as your tailbone goes back. Deepening your breathing. And hand back to the thigh and stand up. Inhale, exhale down. Right arm comes forward. And hands to the thighs, deep breath up. And exhale, both hands stay right on the thighs. And slowly work down to the floor, extending the legs back to the knees. And pressing back into child's pose. And slowly work your way right back up. with the knees directly under the hips. Extending the left leg out in front, this time working your heel to the floor. So find a focal point, you'll feel more balanced that way. Chest is up, both hips are aiming towards your foot, and pull your toes towards you. Now simply bend slightly from the hips and hold, feeling that lengthening right through the hamstring. Reach both arms up. Deepening your breathing. And slow release. Back to center, leg comes in, and the other side comes out. Again, hinging from your hips and hold, toes to you. Then reach the arms up and over. And back to center, taking both legs in. And let's bring ourselves back down to the floor, all the way down. Keeping the right leg bent, extending the left leg up. Think about pushing the tailbone into the floor and pulling the leg towards you and hold. Now take the leg out so it's right over your hips, pressing the leg out to the outside and then pulling the leg in slightly towards you. Toes are pulled back, tailbone pushes right into the ground, both hips are parallel to the floor. Deepen your breathing and release. And again, leg towards you. And release. Now to the side, and then pull the leg in and hold. It might not feel like it moves a lot, but that's okay. I want you to feel the lengthening that goes through the hamstrings and the inner thighs. And now release. The same with the other leg. Goes up, tailbone into the ground and pull the leg towards you. Release, leg to the side, and now pull the leg towards you and hold. Both hips are parallel to the ground. And back to the center. Again, bring the leg in. And release, and out to the side. And pull the leg towards you. And release. Both legs go down. Arms are out by your sides. Shoulders back into the mat. And close the eyes. And now simply push your arms only all the way down, feeling every muscle through the arm tighten and extending the fingertips as far as they can go, pushing your shoulders down. And now slowly just allow everything to come back into place. And it's as if your arms melt into the mat. Let's do that again. Extend the arms, separate the fingers. Feel all the muscles in your arms. And on the next exhalation, just allow everything to naturally go back to where it wants to go. We're going to do that one more time. Reach the arms out as tight as you can get those arms. Shoulders are down and back. And now release. And just take a moment to listen to your breath and to feel your arms against the floor. They might feel heavier than usual, and that's a good thing. Maybe there's a little bit of tingling, but nothing feels like it's tense or holding on to anything. Now let's do the same thing with the legs. You can flex the feet or point the toes, but try to tighten all the muscles of your legs going all the way through the glutes. And then on your exhalation, allow everything to just fall. And again, tightening up everything through the glutes, through the legs, as tight as you can go. And allow everything to fall. One more time. Tighten up everything through the legs as much as you can. And allow everything to fall. And now simply take notice of what that feels like. If there's an area of tension, allow it to release. Your goal is to feel one with the floor, as if you just melted into the ground. Deepen the breath a little more. Feel all the tingling. And now, keeping the eyes closed, slowly inhale, turning your face to one side. And then exhale, turning your face to the other. Trying to go very slow. And let's do this one more time. Inhale to one side. And exhale to the other. And now head to the center. Hands going behind your head. And now simply lifting your head and bringing your chin to your chest. Feeling the stretching behind the neck. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then slowly setting your head back down as if it's the most fragile thing on earth. Move slow. And we're going to do that one more time. Chin to chest. Hold here. And now lower the head even slower. And release the head, release the arms down on the mat. And on the next exhalation, let everything just fall into the floor. And deepen the breath. And slowly, moving from toe to head, give yourself a little inventory. If something feels tight, use your exhale to allow that area to release. And work your way all the way up. And then do the same thing, starting from your head, and work your way all the way down to your toes. Whenever you're done, both knees come to the chest. Taking a few deep breaths here. And slowly allow your body to roll to the side, opening your eyes and coming back up to seated. And allow the shoulders to come up, back, and around. One more time. And hold yourself here, taking your head and looking all the way to the left and all the way to the right, leading with your chin more so than your eyes. All the way over. And now back to center. And extend the arms round through the wrist, exaggerating the turn. You know, the body's very interesting. When we have areas of tension, we actually limit blood flow and oxygen. And then that causes all sorts of other things, right? Go the other direction. So the idea is always to just allow our body to let go and relax. And sometimes when we're at our desk, our body gets kind of tweaked as well. So taking just a moment to stretch, and stretch can last 30 seconds if it needed to. It doesn't have to be an entire day affair. Now hold yourself here, fingers together, and roll your fingertips down. And then roll up and back down. And up one more. and release. Now reaching for the ear, bring the ear over to the shoulder, pressing the opposite shoulder down and hold. And now up the other side. Shoulder stays down. And sit back up. One more time with the hands at heart center, closing the eyes. And listen to the breath. So when we started this class, I started with a 4-count breath. I love that. To me, it's like a little diagnostic to see where we're at. So I'd like us to try that again and see if we're a little bit better this time. So on your next inhalation, we're going to start to count 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And one last time, hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now just listen to your breath. So I extended that 4 breath a little bit longer than last time. So how do you feel? Did you make it through? I hope so. Slowly open the eyes, allow the arms to come down, shoulders up to the ears, and press them down. And again, up to the ears, and allow them to float down. One more, up to the ears. And this time, push your shoulders down and back, hold, and up to the ears, and then push them down and back. One more time, up to the ears, down and back. And now come center. Extending one leg out, you can grab onto your thigh and simply just go around the ankle, leaning back a little bit, lifting your chest up. And now the other direction, all the way around. And release. The other side, lean back just a little bit, chest up, roll through the ankle. And now the other direction. And cross the legs again. And just listen to your breath. Close the eyes. Last time. And as you're breathing, just feel what's going on with your body. What does it feel like? Feel where your shoulders are at. Maybe press them down a little bit more. Lift your chest up higher. And slowly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. I do hope you feel reinvigorated and just ready to conquer your day or night. Until next time, bye for now.